all right. YouTube's time to draft yet again. And our last one went fairly well. We ended up with a first pick dragon, and this one ends up with a potential first pick dragon. I don't know if Gadrick is that good, but I just like him so much that he is the front runner for this pack. Tide Skimmer, Leafkin Avengers, actually pretty solid in that deck. And there's some good commons as well. So, I mean, there's some solid cards. I just like Gadrick a lot. I think Red's really strong in the set. He's a solid blocker, and we can pick up plenty of, I think, enough artifact creatures to make him work. Wow, and then you get Scorching Dragonfire past you. Pack Leader could work too, and there's an Alpine Watchdog in the pack. But I think Scorching Dragonfire is just too good to not take. Interesting. Another solid removal card with Eliminate, Deathbloom Thalad's pretty good. And then Mistral Singer, and I like Capture Share, but Mistral Singer is also really good. So we've really yet to be in that blue-red deck, but black-red is not too shabby either. And when I'm getting removal, I'm usually going to lean into the removal before I lean into just a solid creature. Oh my goodness, and then we get Malefic Scythe and a Heartfire Immolator. There's so many good cards. We could have 12 Alpine Watchdogs, which would also be fairly decent. But I think Scythe is... Scythe is so good. Heartfire Immolator, though, is also really good. But this is an artifact, too, which kind of helps Gadrick. Not, like, the best argument, but I think Malefic Scythe is better than Heartfire Immolator. So that's why I'm taking it. Alright, this pack, Furious Rise works, but it really only works in the green-red deck, which I'm not going to jump on that card right now for. Goblin Wizardry can be pretty solid, but that's more blue-red, and then Cage Zombie just works in really any black playing deck, so we're going to just take that. I mean, Fierce Empath I do like, but again, I'm not trying to force black-red, but if we keep getting good black-red playables, I'm gonna lean into those over anything else. Alright, now we are seeing some good blue playables here, but Skeleton Archer's fairly solid. I am not too upset about that. Forgotten Sentinel, I guess there's an argument for grabbing one of those, or just grabbing an artifact creature, say like Prismite, just to help get our Gadrick online. Here, I'll take Carrion Grub. I think it's just a solid creature. The 5 toughness is pretty good, and the fact that it eventually can get a pretty good attack going for you, let's do it. Take the land? Or do we want something like Turret Ogre, Crypt Lurker? Yeah, I mean, a pack like this, I'm just going to take the land. All of those I think are fine to pick up at some point, but I'm not worried about grabbing cards like those. Witch's Cauldron, I think, is pretty good. I'm between Witch's Cauldron and Alchemist Gift over the Devils, the Wizardry, these higher costed cards. This Alchemist Gift can get you out of some really tough situations. The Lifelink or the Death Touch can be quite good. And then Witch's Cauldron can also really help out. But I'm going to take the gift. I'm going to take the 1-drop, 1-cost artifact. I'm going to take the 1-cost combat trick. Second Carrying Grub. I don't really know if I want either of these. Sure. Let's try. I haven't really played much with Carrying Grub. Let's keep giving this card a shot to make the final deck. I'm going to take the Arsonist over Bad Deal, because I think Arsonist is actually a pretty solid playable card. Here are the Bitten, Sure Strike, Turret Ogre. How many creatures do I have? I've got 6 creatures, 4 not. I'm going to take the Sure Strike. Take some combat tricks. We'll be able to be aggressive, and then a Destructive Tampering. Sure. I've actually been blown out by this card once. I think, you know, they just had lethal on board and I didn't have any flyers to block. Oh, we get a Planeswalker. Liliana's back. I was wondering when Chandra would show up. I guess she can still show up, but we cannot pass Liliana.
Address me as Queen of the Dead,
all right,
please.
Cool. Liliana, Queen of the Dead. You're Waker of the Dead here, but I'm not going to tell you what your name is because I'm sure you know it. But man, oh man, if we get her and Chandra, that would be fun. 4-man, not too shabby, but I think I'm happier with something like Deathbloom Thalad, just to get our curve a little lower, make sure we're getting what we need to. Oh man, Grasp of Darkness. Oh, and another Scorching Dragonfire. Wow. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I almost want Grasp of Darkness, because if we run into something like the Brash Taunter, then I have no answer for it. But Scorching Dragonfire, I think, is better because it only costs 1 colored mana. Finishing Blow? I'm going to take all the removal, and we can find spells, or we can find creatures. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Sure. Flashable 1/1. That could be bigger. Do stuff. I think that's better than the Arcfiend's Vessel. Wow. Alright, I'm pretty happy we're getting this removal passed to us, and that we opened up Liliana. That's a good start to this draft. Also, looking at what we've drafted thus far, I mean, we've really got... I always kind of Planeswalker as a creature, just because it acts pretty much as such. So we've got essentially all the non-creatures we want, unless we just get, again, great removal. But we want to pick up just a lot of 2 and 3 drops now, and Heartfire Immolator is a fantastic pickup. Ooh, alright, decision time. Magmut or Hobblefiend. I like Hobblefiend being able to sacrifice stuff, but Magmut is always solid. Right? Ooh, why is it so tough for me? Malefic Scythe makes this even more annoying to deal with once it has Trample. This just pings for damage. And it's a slightly better blocker. I'm gonna take the Magmut. I'll take another Arsonist here, sure. I actually wouldn't mind a Prismite or 2 just to make Gadrick a bit more consistent. Chandra's Pyroling gets better with having a Magmut. I like that combo. Another Furious Rise, or I guess the Furious Rise wield, not too surprised. Sure Strike or another Alchemist Gift. I'm more likely to play a second gift than a second Sure Strike, just because this costs 1, but I'm gonna put 1 in the sideboard. This is a pretty solid, after 2 packs, this is a pretty solid start. If we can get a couple more removal spells, I could not be happier. Ooh, I want to take the rare just because potential gems, but I think a second Cage Zombie actually works better for us. But I'm still going to take the rare, just in the hopes that I can get some gems. A second Pyroling, I'm not too upset about. I'm going to take Walking Corpse here in case we are strapped for creatures somehow. After an entire 3rd pack, we can't get more. Wishcoin Crab. And then we wait. Another Swiftwater Cliffs. Wow, is no one playing the blue-red deck? They just didn't want any of that? Alrighty then. Interesting. A lot of good green in this pack. Jeez. Visionary, Gnarled Sage. That's a lot of good cards. Pestilent Haze I've seen be good, but it's like this card's awful in our deck because we have so much low-costed stuff. Arcfiend's Vessel, we have no way of getting back. Deathbloom Thalad's just a great 3-drop for us. So let's take it. Maze Mine Tome is such a good card, and it works in every deck. Why would you not take that? I'm going to take it. Transmogrify is an awful card. We don't have any life gain, or else I'd be pretty happy to see something like Silver Smoke Ghoul in here. Could take a second Bloodfell Caves, or we could finally take one of them Prismites. Could take another Skeleton Archer. What's our curve look like? Good. I'd say it's good right now. If this was our deck, how would I feel about it? I think fine. So I suppose I'm just taking what works best for the collection, because I don't even know if I want a second Bloodfell Caves. So I guess we'll just take the rare again. Ooh, Kinetic Augur? I wouldn't mind that. But Fabled Passage also thins the deck, fixes our mana, and we do have... But we do have a decent amount of removal. So Kinetic Augur can do good things for us. What would we cut for it is the question. We cut a Carrion Grub. Play Kinetic Augur. Kinetic Augur and Grub could combo kind of well. Actually, I need to get something like Gloomsower in this deck. I should have taken that, right? But I think I'm just gonna take the Fabled Passage. I think that's the wrong pick. I think I made. Hey, there's Rise again. Grasp of Darkness. Yes, please. Another Eliminate. Oh my goodness. We're seeing so much removal. Now the problem is you don't want to end up having like 4 removal spells and then all you have on the board is a Chandra's Pyroling and you you just can't keep up with their creatures because eventually they play something bigger and then you just lose, and that never feels good. So but I'm still just gonna take Eliminate. I don't know if we're gonna end up playing it. I don't think I would cut and Eliminate for a Pitchburn Devils. And again, no one wants Furious Rise, so we'll just take Cage Zombie number 2. Do we just end up cutting Gadrick because he's just slow? But he's such a good blocker, and he can block flying, which we don't really have much of an answer for at the moment. Oh, Gloom Sower. Okay, yes, we do want this just because of the synergy with Carrion Grub. It would be nice to then wheel our Kinetic Augur, but I don't think that's going to happen. We could get Archfiend's Vessel, and then Liliana's Emblem could bring it back as the 5/5 demon. That's a thing. All right, we'll just throw it in the sideboard. We're probably not going to play it. A second Gloom Sower could push me towards, wow, another Bloodfell Caves. So our mana's fine. We just got to figure out what's the best plan of attack here. And I could be convinced that just going super aggro and playing 16 lands isn't going to work great for us because we don't have enough damage to like just close out the game. Now granted, Liliana could just be our win condition in that case, but I don't want to lean on the same card to win every game. I would prefer if we could just do what we need to do. There's our 20 gems from our conspicuous Snoop. Awesome. Okay, let's do some cutting. All right, here's what we're going with. We're going to cut one Gloom Sower. We're going to cut Thieves Guild Enforcer, Arsonist, Sure Strike. Oh, I had 2 Arsonists. Oh, interesting. I don't even know what I'm building in my own deck. But I think if we stick with this and then we cut... Ooh, cut in a land. Or do we just play 41 and get greedy? I didn't realize I had 2 Arsonists. But my other thought is, alright, our win conditions are Gloom Sower, just being the biggest thing on the board, Liliana, or Malefic Scythe. So we've got 3 ways to really close out a game, or just gum up the board and then Cage Zombie eventually gets us there. I feel like we've got enough ways to win. It's just drawing that balance of creatures and non-creatures is what we're hoping for. And I mean, I just have a lot of non-creatures. I'm gonna cut 1 Eliminate and call it 40, and we're going for it. Do we get to start on the play? We do, and it's not perfect, but we can get our swamp with our Fabled Passage. We have both colors. Now we just need to hit additional land drops, and we're okay. But do we just go turn 1 Arsonist? Sure. And then just fingers crossed that we can hit land. And if we don't, well, it's not the fastest start, but it's something. We'll hit him with that nice. And we'll hit him with a Arsonist too, unless they really want to block. They like the thanks. Okay, great. I'm okay with that trade because in my mind, I'm thinking they have fancier things to do, but potentially not trading there and then just using it to throw Scythe on would have been a better bet. Could that be a misplay? Time will tell. If we hit a 3rd land though, I'm going to be so happy. I am so happy. Alright, Cage Zombie. Nice. We're up against the old red-green, so we could get outscaled, except for the fact that we have Malefic Scythe, and this card is so good. Alright, hopefully we can hit whatever they play with Scorching Dragonfire. Nice, we can. We can go like this. And we'll just go like this and hit the old Onake Ogre. And... I mean, there's definitely an argument for waiting and seeing if there's some type of 2-for-1, but there's also Ranger's Guile in this set and gives it hexproof, and they miss the land drop. Das no bueno for them. Do we go Scythe, or do we just keep playing our cards? I kind of like just playing our cards. Or I should say playing our cards on curve. And then we play down Skeleton Archer. It's not perfect, but keep applying that pressure. And then next turn, depending on what we draw, we can just go Malefic Scythe, equip, or potentially Gadrick. Visionary, okay. Malefic Scythe does hit prowess too, so that's nothing to scoff at, which means they can't block anything. I don't envision they're going to block anything anyway. But we'll give them the option. If they want to stop 4, here's the way to do it. And I wouldn't mind seeing a chump block, but they probably need to keep it around for the mana. They do. They're down to 3. I think we pretty much just have them. I don't know. I think they fell too far behind, and we ended up drawing what we needed and playing good stuff. Oh, and as of course, what do you think the record's going to be? What are we thinking is going to happen this game? Okay, well, we just do this. This is simple. Say goodbye to that. Equip over here. 2 lethal threats on board. Do they just scoop? Not quite yet. They're seeing if we're going to misplay. Answer is no. And now the smarter play would be, right, like play Gadrick, sacrifice, blow their creature up, get an artifact, treasure token, but game's over. Don't need to worry about optimal plays when you just win, right? That's a terrible, terrible idea to hold on to. All right, good start. And we start off with a win against someone named 2Ms, and now we're up against Dala. So, the one guy had $2 million. This guy has $2. Let's see who the better, fiercer opponent is. This is not a shabby hand. Both colors, 3 land, 4 spells, and a spell that draws us more cards. I'm in for this game. And our opponent took a mulligan. I feel bad, but not that bad. I get you're my pet. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't remember you being so sparkly, you know? Have you always been that sparkly? Can I pet you? Yeah, okay, but not too long, right? Because then you get kind of feisty. Oh, we found the Liliana. Everything is gonna be okay. Even though we're against the blue-red deck, we'll play down Magma. If they really want to counter it, go for it. But we are gonna be doing some things. They are also gonna be doing some things. But we can go next turn Immolator. And then Liliana gets it there. We can start removing stuff of theirs, make them discard cards. We should be okay. But ooh, tutelage, especially when we're on the... No! We lost our scythe. Oh, sad day. Oh, I'm pretty happy, I guess, that we draw a 3-drop here, right? That's good. Yeah, play this down. Swing for 3. Yeah, being on the play versus the draw against a tutelage deck can be pretty significant. Oh my goodness, hitting all good spells. Now we have to envision that they got something spicy coming. Hopefully not, though. Hey, there it is. Double block the Thallid? Sure. I don't mind this, actually, because it just makes sure that we have plenty to do with our Liliana.
Seize the day, my
and we can discard land. We don't mind that. Make them get rid of spells. I feel like this is going to set them back more than us, but we will soon find out. There we go. Hit land. We don't need land anymore. We just need ways to keep getting in for damage. Okay. See, we can handle that. That's not a problem. We go like this. We say goodbye to that. Easy peasy. Write this down. It's an 8/5. Now, granted, we just milled ourselves 4 cards, but we also added 8 power to the board. Are they saying good game because we got there? Or are they saying good game because they're about to mill us out? I'm not saying good game until I know what they're doing, because who knows? Who knows? Nice, okay. We'll hit him with the good game right at the end. Strong start, people. Hey, Plat 3! We did it! Season goals accomplished. In our third draft of M21 for this season, we figured it out how to get out of Plat 4. Somehow, some way. Alright, opponent goes first, but we've got a fine, keepable hand. We've been drawing our land well, I will say that. Now, not the fastest start for us, but I like our hand. I just like it, unless they play down Teferi's tutelage again, and then we could be in some trouble. See the truth that, you know what truth we just saw, is that 2Ms and dollar bills aren't going to make you happy. You know what's going to make you happy? Family. And playing black-red. that's going to make you a lot happier than chasing money and playing red-green or whatever else our opponents were playing. Ooh, I don't like this, though. This is not where we want to be. Because what I'm most worried about right now is that they're going to play something like Rousing Reed. And that would make me very, very sad. Ooh, because then they're just going to draw a ton of cards we're not going to be able to keep up. So me keeping 2 here, I got a little ahead of myself in the keeping the 2 lands because it worked out for us in the first game? Question mark. All right, we will offer to make this trade if they offer it up to us. And I'm hoping they like pump their spell. Give it a pump spell, just not protection from. All right. If now comes the protection, then touche. You did it. But we've got, yeah, there it is. There it is. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But we've got like 12 removal spells for this card in our hand. We've got 12 removal spells in our hand for that card. But we're not drawing land. And it's bound to hit us once. You know, in our drafts, you can't bank on... Should I ping them for 1? Did I just miss the damage? But you can't bank on getting to 7 wins without some losses. At least I see a lot of other people upload 7-0s, and I feel like that is genuinely impossible. Like, never happened before, never gonna happen again. We're gonna double block the Larcenist and hope that we kill it. Now, if they have another whatever, well, touche. We did what we could. This could just be a really quick loss for us. That's damage. Nice. Okay, well, we got rid of that. I don't mean to say nice, like now we're right back in it, because they have 5 land down and a Baneslayer Angel. Oh, okay. I'm just going to say good game, because it's pro black and red, right? No, this is pro Demons Dragons. That's the other one. Alright, well, we do have removal for it. We're just 12 turns away from it. So if we draw 2 land in a row, we could still get there. We hit 2 land in a row and we can Finishing Blow Baneslayer Angel. We can get there. We just have to do that. Now we do have to take 3 more from Seasoned Hollowblade, which is kind of a bummer. Not a huge fan of that. But we're going to hang on. Now, if we don't hit a land here, then we do lose. Or if they play another flyer, that could also just be it. But let's wait and see. Let's see what our deck comes up with. My turn. Oh, so close. I do have 2 cards in the graveyard, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna say good game. Okay. Too many missed land drops. Got greedy. Kept a 2-lander. Really just needed to get to 3. No, we needed to get to 4. We had 2 Carrying Grubs in my hand. I don't think I carefully considered enough of what was happening. I just saw both colors. Figured we got a couple plays all as well. But when you're on the draw too, like that's... It's tempting because you think I can keep this hand and I'll hit my 3rd land drop. In 3 draws, I should hit my 3rd land drop. But... we didn't. So, here we go. Nice. We get to go first. We can play stuff. Yes, we have a Gloom Sower, so it's kind of like we've started with 6 cards in hand. But Maze Mind Tome is a fantastic turn 2 play. Deathbloom Thallid, very solid turn 3 play. And then we can use the Tome Scry to find spells. Point is, we're much happier with this than we were with the last hand that we kept. And being on the play feels good. Even if we don't have a fast hand, depending on what our opponent's doing, which doesn't seem to be much. Yeah, we'll scry. Don't want that. Alright. I'm guessing they're gonna counter it. No. All right. I thought for sure they're like, Lofty Denial. We'll keep you guessing. Here comes our second color. There it is. Oh my, everyone's playing tutelage decks apparently. I don't want to scry yet. Mill 2 lands. Although, carrying Grub, I want Gloomsower to get milled. I like seeing Gloomsower get milled. They discard Caged Zombie. Okay. Oh, we lose our Liliana. So sad. Gadrick. Sure. Yeah, let's get out Gadrick. Let's do it. A little slower, and means we want to keep Mazemind Tome around. But if we can get to attack with Gadrick, then we are really feeling good. Okay, hitting 2 mountains. Not too shabby. Now we just gotta hope they don't start hitting all their removal, and then we're in bad news bears. Yep, that's not great. Okay, well, we tried. Skeleton Archer. Yeah, that's a good play for us. Keep that on top. We will attack. And now carrying Grub would have 5 power. But I'm hesitant about milling us for ourselves for 4. Okay, another land, not too upset about it. Alchemist Gift I just like in this matchup because if they play something with a lot of toughness, giving our thing Death Touch can be invaluable. Hopefully they just play 4 drop is bad. Is all bad. Eliminate. Not great here. Yeah, let's do it again. Life total doesn't really help us much. Spiraling also doesn't help us much. Okay, there's land number 5. Converted mana cost 3 or less. Alright, well we play this down. And I still think we attack just to get in there. Hey, look, there's our removal for it. Because just getting in for damage, I think, is a good option. And then next turn, if they play another, hopefully, small blocker, we're okay. We hit 2 more land. We hit 2 more land. Gloomsower can also get us where we need to be. Play a small creature. Just play a small creature, pass, realize you're flooding out. Tough life. Alright, Cage Zombies. Something. That is unfortunate. Especially if they've just got like 2 or 3 copies of that, then we're pretty much done for. Uh-oh, opt. Opt means they're drawing. Drawing means we're getting milled. Heartfire Immolator, not ideal. Oh, and then there goes our removal. Just take it out in response. Again, unfortunately, can't use Cage Zombie. It's got Summoning Sickness and we're tapped out. We've only got 5 turns. No, we've only got 4 turns to even attempt to get in for lethal. The Protege shortens that clock immensely. We may just be too far gone, my friends. Oh, I cannot believe we start off with 2 quick wins, and then we run into 2 tutelage decks that get it down on turn 3. That is unbelievably unfortunate. Oh, there's that. If we attack, this dies. We get to hit for 2. Hit for 3. Attack for 5. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. End the turn. We just needed removal for Crypt Lurker. Let's wait. That's 2, 4, 6. Yeah, good game. All right, we lose. Wow. What? Of all the removal we have in our deck, and we can't find one of them to get past that Crypt Lurker. That is so dumb. All right, let's not lose our momentum. Let's keep it going. This is a pretty solid starting hand as well. Thank you, thank you. All right, we don't immediately see blue, so that's a good sign. Please, blue-green is the one that knocks us out every time. We're going for win number 7. We end up seeing blue-green, and then everything falls apart. Fuel Rail makes me think it's blue-green. 100% makes me think it's blue-green. We'll get our second swamp. We have more double flag. And then we will 100% get rid of that. They play Island, they play Lore Scale Codal, and for the first time ever, I'll have removal for it on curve. Yeah, let's play Gadrick. Oh, it's not blue-green. It's just a dinky green-red deck, which is like, who cares about that, right? Let's play with all of our mana, because that's what good players do. And say go. We only have to kill 2 creatures. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't kill it exiles, but it's something. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we'll scry. Let's do it. Ooh, Gloomsower. Don't really want you, because you don't help me right now. Don't have enough land to even get close to you. Of course, if these were flipped, I'd be far happier. Yeah, let's put you down. And mill nothing but removal and... oh my goodness. Okay. That was quite unlucky. Very unlucky. Say go. Alright. How do we find a way to either get something in the graveyard? I don't know. I got no answer. Those were just really... ooh, interesting. Okay, Bone Pit Brute. Sure, make this massive. Go for it. I love the fact that I couldn't block a Goblin Arsonist with my 4-drop and kill it. So, nice. I guess I could throw Gadrick in front of it, but that seems like just an absolutely awful play. Yeah, we'll keep Deathbloom Salad around. This is Menace, and we're going to want to be able to block it. And we will attack. Because if they block, we just give it 1/1 Death Touch. If they don't block, well, we give this 1/1 and Death Touch. Plus, I'd rather it die in our turn, because then we can finally get this thing some treasure tokens. Alright, our problem is if they start just continuously playing huge things, we are going to be in trouble. Alright, this isn't all bad, though. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Because they think this is getting them there. It's not. Definitely not going to get them there. Oh, we don't even have to use our Alchemist Gift now. Although we could just save one thing. Right? Because this is a 5. Let's just see how they assign damage. Assuming they want to get rid of the grub. But if they put the Deathbloom Thallid in front, we could save the Thallid. But that's not really worth it. So here we are. The old 1/1 versus 1/1 ping something. Let's try. Sure, Cage Zombie. We'll take it. My turn. Next. Let's just all attack. They don't want to block. That's also fine. Play another Thallid. There you go. I'm not going to use Tome to scry the 4th time. I'd rather just draw cards with where we're at now. Because we are, I'd say, ahead. Attack there. See if they want to double block. I'd rather keep Scorching Dragonfire back for something bigger and scarier and more intimidating. Or at least help get rid of something bigger and scarier in return. Alright, we're holding on. We are holding on. Wowzy, wow, wow, wow. I love that they're playing this card. I'm not ecstatic, because it does triple the damage instead, right? So Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of damage. We block here, and then they get to blow up one of our things or bolt us for 3. But we can also just like save something, which I don't think we want to do. That's fine. I mean, that's great value for them. We just gotta hope they don't hit anything else bigger or scarier than that. Turn. Oh yeah, let's go with Scythe. Scythe is good. Scythe is great. This would only make it into a 2-3, right? That's not exactly where we want to be. Or 2-4, I should say. But then we could... Yeah, we'll put it here. Hit for 4. And we could actually save our thing with Alchemist's Gift too. But I'm more worried with them being green. If they play something huge down, then we are needing a way to get around it, and Alchemist's Gift is our way to do that. This and turn. Okay. Okay. We're hoping for land. Got it. I commend them for playing Fiery Emancipation, though. That is for sure. Doesn't mean I'm gonna let them win. Not even close. Okay. And if they hit another land, I'm assuming they just scoop. I think they're too far behind now. Okay. Nice. Okay. We got there. We got to win number 3 after 2 bogus losses to... Actually, they weren't bogus losses. One was me being a greedy keep, and the second was me losing to Teferi's tutelage. Name a more iconic duo. Ooh, a wild mushroom. Do we make an awful joke like, are you the poisonous kind or not? This is not a great hand. This is... Ugh. I do not like this hand at all, actually. I'm going to have to mulligan it and keep a worse hand. Oh, not a fan. Not a fan in the slightest. Oh, and we're up against white-red. Perfect. All right, deck, you gotta get us a 3rd land. We can't do this. Let's just not play Magic. That is unfortunate. That is incredibly unfortunate. Scorching Dragonfire doesn't destroy it because it gets indestructible before it would die, so that's not great. So Pyrolings, you know, it's a blocker. That's what it's going to be. And we just have to say go. If we had a 4 toughness thing, I'd feel so much better. But I didn't. I guess that's a reason in and of itself to take 1 Crypt Lurker. I think I will block. And just make them use cards. Like, if we're using a card, they got to use a card. And I know Seasoned Hollowblade is super good, especially when your opponent plays it down turn 2 on the play. That's just a really hard thing to come back from. Hopefully, though, Gadrick has 4 toughness, so that could be our saving grace. All right, sure. Magnet, no land. No land, okay. We will play down Gadrick and see if this helps us just everything take a back seat. Take a chill pill, Seasoned Hollowblade. Next turn we can play down... If we draw an untapped land, I'll play Heartfire Immolator, keep up Dragonfire. If we don't, we just end up playing Bloodfell Caves, then yeah, it's Deathbloom Salad time. Although Heartfire Immolator could be a decent play still, because we could use it to sacrifice, destroy Seasoned Hollowblade. Oh, 5/3 first strike. Dub Seasoned Hollowblade is a brutal combo. Now is when we need our -4/-4. Please, deck. That's not it. Okay, so what we can do is if we somehow get our opponent to not have any cards in hand, we Scorching Dragonfire, get rid of this, Heartfire Immolator gets prowess, and we blow that up. That's probably not going to happen, though. We can also double block here. Jeez, I mean, it's so tough to keep running into this in a best of one, you know, like that ideal play from your opponent. We've got answers. We gotta find the answers. Come on, deck. -4/-4. Where you at? Nowhere close. Okay, perfect. Or even a second removal spell. A second removal spell would get us there because they can only make it indestructible twice. Now what we can do is make them have to tap it down, but that only buys us a turn. And I don't know if that's better. I don't think it's better. Could have also attacked with Deathbloom Salad, but I didn't. And if they're smart, they won't play any excess cards. Like, they'll just keep Hollow Blade up and realize this is our win con. All we have to do is keep this around. If we can draw the card we need, though, we are in business. On our turn, we could also create 2 treasures and Gloomsower, which would be a fantastic blocker for this thing indefinitely. So we could just block here and then blow up Gale Swooper too. But I'm half tempted to try and get Gloomsower down. And then that's just our perma blocker for Seasoned Hollowblade, yeah? Is this for each created for each non-token creature that died this turn? So I guess this is also me banking on the fact that they would block Deathbloom Salad, which I don't know if they would or not. Alright, we're gonna do this. Not ecstatic about it. Blow that up. Yep. Okay, there goes that. What else you got? What else you got? Second Magma. Okay, sure. Sure, seems good. That is not... That's not it. It's not what we want to see. We're attacking this in the hopes they block, but yeah, they know better. We can give this thing Death Touch. That's another way to like hit it, make them give it indestructible in response. Exile it. They give it indestructible again though. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna Scorching Dragonfire it and try and buy another turn. Man, oh man. Come on, deck. Please. Just gotta do it. Just say resolve. Say resolve. Do it. Do it. Do it. Alright, there goes one excess land. Still a lot. Makeshift Battalion. Alright, there's one card. Only one card left in hand. Alright, now we're one land away from Gloomsower. So, not nothing. Right? Ping them for 1. And we could attack for 3, but I think this is just another good blocker for Hollowblade. Buys us 2 turns, actually. Oh boy. Because actually, if Gloomsower can just forever block Hollowblade, then our problem becomes Magmut, because that will keep pinging us. Right now we're effectively at 7. Do need to find removal for that, if we don't find removal for the Hollowblade. Alright, our opponent's really in the tank. Liliana, that's another removal for it, right? Because we got 3 cards in the graveyard. That's all we need. So we've got 2 draws that remove the card: the Death's Grasp, Liliana, or just a land that will give us the perma blocker. We've got so many options. We just gotta hit them. Just gotta hit them. All right, they just pass the turn and do nothing. They didn't even attack. Did they like disconnect or something? I don't understand. Interesting. Okay, now we're down to effectively 6. So Magmut is actually the more pressing concern right now. So here comes this. We block. Actually, if we triple block, well, then they just have to discard a card. So that's silly. That is silly. That's goodbye to you. Actually, is blocking with the Arsonist better there? I don't. Probably. Maybe. It's just minor details in a game that's on a knife's edge, you know, like who's really counting. Okay, thin the deck so we can draw Liliana next turn, or either of our removal spells. We're basically through half the deck. We will grab another swamp just to let Liliana know we want her favorite card. Great. Please, we are waiting. Makeshift Battalion's gonna get kind of big as well. If we attack, we're just trading 1 for 1, which feels bad and leaves us kind of open to taking more damage. But we also like can't sit back and not do anything. Well, I guess plus if they block, then we get treasure token, which makes Gadrick able to finally attack. And if they really want to attack, then they're having to trade creatures unless they got combat tricks. And if they got combat tricks, we're dead either way. Sure. Okay. Give me some treasure tokens, which is exactly what we need when we have no cards in hand. But they'll come in handy at some point. I hope. Or our worst case scenario is they combat trick their Hollow Blade. Alright, they don't attack. Removal! Oh, it hurts. It hurts the heart. If we attack with this as well, then they can just block, and then we're kind of screwed there too. Oh my goodness. Alright. 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 We just... Deck, this is 100% up to you. We've got 2 more turns. 2 more turns to draw an answer for Magmut. If we draw Liliana, Magmut is what we need to take care of. But then we have to worry about if they get removal for our flyer. Gale Swooper's coming in and swooping in for the win. Or just swoops in for the win right now. So, we have to block. Dub is a really good card. It is a really good card, and either they have 3 land in hand, or we've just had rougher draws this game. Okay, that is something. And we'll do this now just because if they have Feat of Resistance, well, they don't have mana for it now. So there's that. Don't really want to... I mean, I want to attack. This is a great time to attack with your 8/6. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury right now. Okay, well that is also probably going to be game. Man, are we back to our old ways already? We get 2 good drafts, and then all of a sudden we just start losing to rough. Hey, we finally find it. They also didn't search for anything with that. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Do we get aggro here? No, because we only have 2 blockers, and they're still... Because the problem is this is going to kill us. Now we have to block that. Or we have to destroy this. And if they have protection for it, then we probably just lose anyway. But we finally found our Grasp of Darkness. We did! We did it! We found it. Now it's top deck mode. And Liliana can get us there. We're not out of this. I just feel like because we're at 3 and it's white red, they're going to find some way. All they need is another Gale Swooper, give something flying, we lose. Find a way to shock one of our blockers, we lose. Find a way to not draw land, we probably lose. Battle Shaman. Alright. Why would you do that? Oh, because now we have... Yeah. That doesn't make any sense either, because then we just chump block this. Which, I mean, I guess it makes everything still lethal. Alright, that's a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Now you're getting it. Alright, there goes that, and we can't somehow do 2 with Goblin Arsonist, so now we are at GG. That is... There's no... Oh my gosh, how? How does this deck only get 3 wins? Are you kidding me? Well, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm genuinely bummed this one only got 3 wins, although I've had even worse showings. This could have gone 0-3 just as easily. I'm sure we've all seen people that draft bonkers decks and have even worse luck than we just ran into, but you know, what are you gonna do? I guess 3 wins, we get 1,000 gems back of the 1,500 we put in, and 2 prize packs, which I think I need to open some packs, don't I? I've got a lot of prize packs to go through. 117. But we're gonna wait till we're kind of done drafting and then crack them all, because then you hopefully get more gems and just finish off the set collection. So there's that. But yeah, a little bummed. I would have liked to have at least gotten to 4 or 5 wins with that deck. You know, you'd think, but it is what it is. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, my friends. Peace.